Hey everyone, there are so many good games on sale this weekend, a ton of them are at all-time lows, and so let's take a look at some of the better deals that you can pick up right now from the eShop for your Nintendo Switch. Thanks as always for hanging out, and as usual, if you enjoy the video, drop a like below and let me know what games you might pick up before the deals end. Much love to the crew, let's dive in. Alright, we'll start with 20XTX, which is a Mega Man inspired action platformer that offers both local and online co-op for 2 players. It has a download around 1.4 gigs and could take upwards of 20 or more hours to wrap up. Now the game is incredibly tough and it allows you to play through the stages in almost any order, and it has some of the best controls in any indie game I've ever played. The stages themselves are randomized each time that you play, so it will take some time to get through them, but it's so much fun while you do so. You start with 2 playable characters, but you can unlock a third as well, and right now it's on sale for just $5.39, a new low, and the deal ends on the 27th. Aeterna Noctis is a 2D Metroidvania that gives us more than 30 hours of gameplay. The download is just under 2.5 gigs, and it features a gorgeous art style with an all-original soundtrack, and the cutscenes are fully voice acted, which helps bring you into the incredible story. We play as the King of Darkness, and we spend our time working through the game trying to reclaim our lost abilities, which you'll need to fight for the throne of Aeterna. It's one of the tougher games in the genre, and right now you can pick it up for just $11.99, marked down to an all-time low, and the deal ends on the 17th. Anomaly Agent is a 2D action platformer with a cool soundtrack, fun gameplay, and you can expect about 5 to 8 hours from the pickup. Now the game changes up a bit based on your decisions throughout the story, and you can upgrade your character, but the highlight here is the fun combat system. You have a ton of cool moves and special weapons, and the boss battles are pretty solid as well. It's on sale for just $9.74, the deal ends on the 13th, and the download is around half a gig. Gaiden is a fun action platformer that again offers 2-player local co-op. It was inspired by older Mega Man games and comes with a download just over 1 gig. Now again, you can take on the stages in whatever order you prefer, and for those worried about difficulty, they do offer 4 options ranging from casual to ultra hardcore. The game looks great here on the console, and the controls are on point as well, and right now you can pick it up for just $5.99, marked down to an all-time low, and the deal ends on the 14th. Curse of the Dead Gods is a tough roguelike with a unique curse system that separates it from other games in the genre. It's a single-player title that'll give you more than 30 hours of gameplay, and there is a ton of replay value as well. Now it is a tough game, but it's a blast though. The controls feel great, the combat is brutal, plus each run is different from the last, so it's a great game for short play sessions or on-the-go gaming. The graphics are gorgeous and the music is perfect for setting the mood, and I love how much choice the game gives you. On top of that, the curses come with their own set of negatives, so you really do have to put some thought into what you pick. Right now you can pick it up for just $5.99, marked down to an all-time low, and the deal ends on the 20th. Death's Door is a single-player adventure game with a download around 2.7 gigs and a story that will last roughly 8 to 10 hours. The atmosphere and music are top-notch with this one, and the boss battles are unique and challenging. The combat system feels amazing, allowing you to blend magic and melee, plus the level design is another highlight. Now the game is pretty tough, but if you're up for the challenge, it's on sale for just $6.99, marked down to a new low, and the deal ends on the 20th. Decarnation is a terrifying single-player adventure game with a download around 650 megabytes. It offers a twisted story that should take roughly 5 to 7 hours to work your way through, and this game has some of the best pixel art and animations that I've seen from any indie game on the Switch. It's absolutely incredible, and the story grabs you right from the start and pretty much never lets go. As you explore and play through, there are some mini games and little puzzles, but again, the main draw here will be going through that story. Right now you can pick it up for just $9.74, marked down to an all-time low. The deal ends on the 13th. Doom 2016 is a great port for the console. It gives players all of the intense action you would find elsewhere, just in a portable form factor, and it offers up to 12-player online PvP as well. The game runs great here on the Switch, and of course it does take a bit of a graphical hit when compared to the other consoles, but that doesn't take anything away from the fun of the game. The only real downside to picking it up here is that you need over 20 gigs for the install, so you have to make sure that you have an SD card before you pick it up. Right now though, the game is on sale at an all-time low, marked down to just $7.99, and the deal ends on the 20th. Kao the Kangaroo is a 3D platformer with a download that comes in just over 3.5 gigs. It was made as a love letter to the 64-bit era, and it has that colorful art style with simplistic combat and cool environmental puzzles standing in your way as you work through the different levels. You have collectibles scattered everywhere, and some are tied to unlocking new areas, just like you would find in those older games. Now, it's not perfect by any means, but if you enjoy the genre, it's definitely worth checking out. And right now you can pick it up for just $8.99, marked down to an all-time low. The deal ends on the 24th, and you can expect about 10 hours from the pickup. Shadows of Atom is a single-player retro-style RPG from Circle Entertainment. It has a download around 1.2 gigs, and the main story should last roughly 15 to 20 hours to wrap up. Now, the story is emotional and comedic at the same time, and the combat is fast-paced, plus the game has some modern-day quality-of-life enhancements as well. The retro look and original soundtrack are what really set the game to the next level though. They're done to perfection. If you enjoy a good retro-style JRPG, make sure to check this one out before the deal ends on the 20th. It's marked down to half price at just $7.49. Starward Rogue is a top-down twin-stick shooter that offers some intense bullet hell action with a roguelike gameplay loop that should offer dozens of hours of entertainment. The game gives us tons of customization options for our character and loads of fun weapons or items to use, and it does have 5 difficulty options for those that find these games to be a little too tough. The boss battles are outstanding, and overall the game has a ton of variety in both level design and enemy type, so it never really gets stale either. It's currently on sale at a new low, marked down to just $8.99. The deal ends on the 20th, and the download is just under 650 megabytes. Up next we have Tales of Kenzera Zao, which is a relatively newer game for us here on the Switch. It's a beautiful Metroidvania that follows a young shaman as he sets out to save someone he loves. It's an emotional story brought to life by great performances, and you can feel the passion that went into the game. The combat is incredible, and while it does have a few flaws here and there, it's definitely worth checking out, and it's a game that'll stick with you after you've finished it. You can expect about 10 to 12 hours from the pickup, and it's on sale at a new low, marked down to just $14.99. The deal ends on the 20th. Umbraclaw is another new game. It's a unique 2D platformer from Inti Creates. They do great work here on the Switch, and this game is no exception. The story follows a small house cat as she works to escape the realm of the dead to get back to her owner. Now, the game isn't an all-out action platformer. It does sometimes require you to slow things down and work out what to do next, which I enjoyed a lot, but the best part of the game are the transformations that happen every time you die. It's a progressive system where each death advances the transformation until you ultimately reach a final form, which lets you just wreak havoc on everything in sight. Now, it's a tough game, but if you enjoy a good challenge, definitely pick this one up. It's on sale at an all-time low, just $19.99, and the deal ends on the 13th. WaveTale is a single-player 3D adventure game that follows a group of islanders fighting off an encroaching corruption. The game basically has us traveling around and solving puzzles and getting into some light combat. Early on, you befriend a shadowy creature that'll allow you to walk and glide around on the water, and it's so much fun. The game runs great here on the console, and the controls are on point as well. There are collectibles and secrets that you can uncover, and the game is a bit of a hidden gem in my opinion. Right now it's on sale for just $10.49, marked down to an all-time low, with the deal ending on the 19th. You can expect about 5 to 7 hours of gameplay, and you'll need a little over 3.5 gigs for the install. Alright everyone, here are a few other great deals to check out while you're already on the eShop.
Authorities are in trouble of life. That's why she can take it away so easily.
An ancient kingdom. Master ferocious combat. Confront.
The digging.
Embark on a new kind of adventure.
I was chain-killing monsters, exterminating the world.
Alright my friends, that wraps up another video. Thank you as always for hanging out, you're legendary. If you enjoyed the video, please drop a like below and let me know what games you might pick up. Take care, and I'll see you on the next one.
Super Retro Force.